I will soon be able to see the same leaf from ginkgo trees in my hometown because they're like very famous in my hometown. Today is one day before I leave for China, but I'm like low-key stressed mentally because of whether the visa appointment is gonna go smoothly. I need to pack up, I need to wrap up all my work. I need to still train for a last day, but then that means I'm gonna go back home really late, and then I need to pack and everything. I need to leave early tomorrow for the airport. There's a lot of things on my mind, and I'm low-key procrastinating on all of them. Adding on to that, I also need to print my passport photo because yesterday I couldn't find it anymore, but it's really hard to find places for photos here in the US. At least it's my experience, is you go to a Walgreens, you thought you can print, and then they're like, oh, you can't print here, and then you have to find somewhere else. Finally got my passport photo printed. It was such an unnecessary saga, and I think it epitomizes what I dislike about small services in America. By small services, I mean chores such as printing photos, taking passport photos, same day small stuff delivery. Compare this to China. I was just thinking why that is the case. Because you would expect in a capitalist system, everyone has an incentive to provide a better service, but for some reason, for example, this photo thing, the system is really bad to start with. The digital screen that allows me to upload photos couldn't read my photo album, so for like maybe 15 minutes, I was just troubleshooting how to get the photo onto the photo machine. Secondly, this might be the difference of labor, where in the US, first it's a generalized store. It's a Walgreens, which is a grocery store, but also a photo printing service. But in China, it's all specialized, like you would go to a photo printing place to just print the photo. And thus, you have a scenario where staff are untrained on specific tasks. For example, the woman doesn't know how to help me troubleshoot the electronic screen. Another woman was trying to cut my passport photo for me because she thought it was a US 2x2. But I told her that, hey, I'm a 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters and you don't have to cut it for me. Just give it to me. But now I'm going to slip into a very mean, judgmental category of talking. I think I really hate dealing with non-competent people. This is a very mean judgment because people can be non-competent because of a lot of arbitrary factors that they couldn't choose in their lives. It's like not a very good educational background. But anyways, this person was kind of non-competent because she heard me, but she didn't understand me. She continued to cut my photos into a size that is not usable for my visa appointment. And then I'm like, sorry, but I told you that I want 50 by 50 and I want the original thing. You don't have to cut it. She had to reprint it for me, which was another time waste. I'm glad I'm not super in a hurry today, or else I'll definitely be very annoyed by myself, not because of her. I was just thinking, and I had another hypothesis. I think it's just because US or like American citizens, most of them don't have a passport. And a lot of them even have a passport, don't really need to print out photos for visa applications. So it's just a small demand industry, and thus there's not enough consumer pressure for either the electronics company or the staff members to provide better service. Daft Punk is playing interesting music here. This is my OTD. I am wearing this top and this skirt. It's actually not super cold in SF at this time. It's just rainy, but it's like 14 degrees. And I'm going to the office right now. I'm glad that I got the visa photo thing out of the way first thing in the morning, because I was planning to go maybe during lunch break to print stuff, but printing is such a hassle. I actually tracked my time and realized I spent an hour just printing that shit. Also, lots of the books that I've been waiting for are ready to borrow. I'm so happy. Today my goal at work is just to finish off this thing called Perspectives, which is like everyone writes about their perspective about the company. Some remaining work projects I've been working on. Hopefully I can publish my weekend musings Substack, because I'm supposed to write it last night, but I ended up just like browsing TikTok. Sometimes I just degenerate like this. I think maybe every week I have like a minimum amount of degenerate short video doom scrolling time. If I don't do them during the week, they will find me somehow at the end of the week. I forgive myself for doing that. Okay, it is the end of the 2024 work year, but I still have my perspective to write. I like to write it because it's a good way for me to summarize what I've learned and also what I think should be investigated in the company. So I'm probably just gonna write it tomorrow, like on my flight, or just any spare time I have, I will write it. It's due like by the end of the year, I think. Heading to the gym to do my last workout before I travel. Today is snatch day, so hopefully I got my techniques better. Honestly, the other day I was watching the video of my old snatches and I realized my technique used to be so much better. Like, as in I get under the bar much faster than I currently do. I wonder what happened there. Maybe I started getting into more weights and then that made me get more fearful of getting under the bar, and that translates to lower weights as well. I don't know. Training today is fast and efficient and good. Also, this is only 7:30. I realized maybe next time or next year, I just need to leave the office promptly at 5. And then I wouldn't have a scenario where I get home at like 8 or 9. Hello friends, let's pack with me. To be honest, there's nothing interesting about packing that I should shoot, but I just use it as an enforcement mechanism because I've been procrastinating. Start with jackets. Beijing is gonna be very cold, so I'm gonna pack this thickest jacket. Packing progress, 99%.